Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Dean. Let's get into some more career mode here for the World Cup. We're playing New Zealand, and I want the win today. And I also want to make like 500 million runs. That's exactly the number. Australia and New Zealand ODI here at Lancashire Stadium. In an exciting encounter because we have seen some changes to the Aussie team. Callum Ferguson has been brought into the side after the batting collapse of the last team. Was he playing in the last game? I don't even know. And I don't even know if Tommy Cooper is even eligible to play for Australia. That's a great question. But today, New Zealand have the call. It doesn't actually say in this game anymore what people called. It just said they called. But they won, so they must have called ahead. And what are they going to do? At the moment, they're going to give us a fat old bowl. So we're going to be batting first once again. And have I crashed the game? Not successfully. There we go. All right, so we're batting at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Were we batting at 6 before? I can't quite recall. Anyway, let's roll on into it. And we're batting with 10 overs to play. I'm really not liking batting this low. I feel like batting just slightly higher would do me justice. Because right now, I'm probably not in an ideal spot. Even, look, what is that? It's like one shitty run. No, just one. We'll see how many runs we can make. I still can't work out the timing for especially medium pace stuff. It is still very difficult to actually time the ball properly, I feel. I just don't think it's obvious when to hit it. Because you're kind of waiting for it to get to you, but then when it does get to you, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that one was hit reasonably well. But was it hit reasonably well? I don't know. The timing was only good. And then if I do it any earlier than that, it seems early. And then if, yeah, I'm losing it. Even that one. Like, I feel like I'm a little bit late on it, but I feel like I have to be late on it in order for it to actually be timed well. That's my only thing. And it's kind of the same thing, I guess, with the last game. Is that I just didn't feel, like I understood it after a certain point. That it just didn't feel like it made any sense, the timing. I don't know. Maybe it'll be easier in, like, first person mode or something. But we're 10 from 6 right now, so we must be doing something right. The confidence level is at a reasonable position. There you go. That timing was early. And I guess maybe one thing that Smith's been dismissed now, but one thing to think about is maybe your form line actually changes your confidence, as in going into a match. If your confidence level is, or if your form is really good, maybe you'll come into bat with already green lines around. I had to block that because I was getting out otherwise. Inside edge. Inside edge. Inside edge. Gee, it was a bottom edge as well, wasn't it? Down into the pad. It was probably pretty plumb if I hadn't hit it, too. Here we go, just the one. Actually, 2. We've got to run 2 here. Has to run 2. Do run 2. Because the over's been very quiet. And I understand Stoinis is just at the other end on 4. Maybe we try and go down the wicket here. No! How is it good and poor? Do I York myself or something? Hang on, did that go through the bat? I'm a little concerned that this ball went straight through the bat. I just don't get it. I really don't. How have I clean missed it? Like, it's just frustration at its finest when it's like, hey, let me actually try. This is what I mean. How do I understand the timing? If I get the timing right, I hit the bloody ball, and it still goes nowhere. Anyway, Australia was all out for 66. 266, sorry. Which is hopefully a good enough score. But it's up to me to take some wickets now. I mean, the game's hard enough as it is at times. I don't need these issues. That's the end of the over, and I think it was a maiden. None for 28. Yeah, it was a maiden. So that's the third, like, innings in a row, or maybe 3 out of 4 matches in this World Cup that I have bowled a maiden and start off with a quality outswing at a Guptill that produces the outside edge and doesn't go through to the keeper. My bowling's been really good to start off here. Just the 3 runs coming so far from the first over, almost 2 overs now, with just a couple balls remaining. 1 ball left in this second over, sorry. And even then, we do okay. It's another dot. 3 from the second over. New Zealand none for 34. None for 3 from 2 for me. I've bowled actually really well in maybe 3 of these 4 World Cup matches. I am deserving of a wicket. I just need my field to work. Need everything to just fall into place. I wonder if he'll try and get it through mid-wicket. Oh, he's put it over the top. Cover fielder should pick that up. It was in the deep cover fielder. Keeps it to just the 1. And she says move across, gentlemen. I'm going to really toss this one high and up there. Nice and full looking for the drive there from Guptill. And I'm getting him to drive. I'm working with my bowling plan to just keep it outside the off stump and hopefully get the edge at some stage. But at the moment, they're playing me pretty well. From this opening power play, the Kiwis have done really well. They're none for 44. Oh, another edge that goes to ground. It's sickening, really. It's like watching a horror movie. Your favourite character's gonna die, but they will at some stage. And right now, I'm dying on the inside every time the ball gets edged and doesn't carry to a fielder. So I'm back into the attack here. 3 overs, none for 10. It was a very promising start. Just trying to get it in the right areas. Oh, in the air. No one there, though. It's going to be a couple of runs. Well fielded down there to save the boundary. Kept it to 3, I think. Gee, my bowling's been great. It really has. It's just lack of effort. I mean, lack of reward. The effort and intent is 100% there every time. Oh, look, even that. That's just brilliant. 1 for 90 after 19. One of these balls has to be a wicket-taking one. That's nice. Got them struggling to understand where I'm bowling the delivery, and I'm still going through at 150 without even using an effort ball. Oh, another one that just... Oh, dear. Where would that have gone? Is that like 4th slip? Oh, I don't actually have a mid-on or a mid-off. Oh, edge and gone! He finally delivers the faint tickle of an edge. And there's our first wicket. Oh, it's fantastic. I'm so happy about it. Oh, it's just absolutely spot on. Spot on indeed. Guptill departs. Bowled me. Port Whiteman, gone for 53. New Zealand now, 204. So we take a look at this on the replay. Taking a look at this on the replay, you see the ball just shaping away. Actually seems back in a tad. And you've just got that faint tickle of an edge on the bat. It's beautiful, and it goes through. And again, just carries through to the keeper, who takes it in the one hand there. But it's a wicket. Okay. So we've got the edge to carry through to the keeper. Oh, on the very next ball, we almost get another wicket. End of the over. A wicket came from it. Might have been a wicket maiden too. And we can see ball 5. Here's the wicket ball. Can we loop around to the side? No, for whatever reason. Okay. So I bowled 6.4 overs. 1 for 19. It's been a really good spell. And just putting it in that sort of zone, that off-stump line. Maybe just outside off-stump. And, like, if they don't want to play a shot, I'm okay with that. Because guess what? They need to make runs, so they're going to have to play shots. And it is going to have to put them in a dangerous position. But, I guess if you do bowl it more, top of off, that is, you know, the most dangerous spot because they have to hit it. If they miss it, they're out. If they edge it, they're out. Lots of players around this one. Oh, had to be short too, and it was, because the reality of it was I've got no fielders to cover anything straight. I've bowled 8 overs here. I think they've all been in a row as well. I think I had a mini spell of 3, And then the remainder of my... Oh, then I must have bowled a 5 over spell, which could turn into a 7 over spell if we bowl ourselves out here. Oh, and it's a swing and a miss. Now I'm coming on. They've given me a bit of a break here, and I've got one last over to get through. It is 35 overs down. New Zealand need about 7 and over. There's still 2 wickets down, so can we get a breakthrough? Well, that's a good shot. And Williamson now is on 60, so he's in a bit more touch. Going to pick up the 2 here. Oh, and we get the outside edge. We do produce a bit of good work. But unfortunately, it looks like it's going to get to the boundary. No, it's not. Fielder did really well. Saved it. Kept it to 2. So it was a great piece of bowling again. Oh, it was a ripping ball as well. But Williamson just dug it out. All right, we'll go for it again on the last delivery here. Oh, it's a no ball this time. But he still digs it out really well. Look at this. It's actually... Oh, come on. Come on. First you've got me missing the ball when the ball goes through the bat. Now you're giving them some hacks so that they hit it when they don't. Should be getting wickets here. Very distraught. It's a no ball anyway, so it's a free hit. Which means I can't get a wicket off this last delivery. But I would still like to go straight through his stumps. Instead, it's over the top and 4. A disappointing way to end a really, really good bowling performance. So that's 10 overs down for me. What did my spell end up being? We'll have a look here. Bowled 10 overs, 1 for 37 with a maiden in there. Really, really good. Just the 1 no ball, and it came right at the end. New Zealand have 14 overs to go, and they need another 100 runs. This is going to be an interesting chase. So New Zealand in a commanding position. Look like they're going to go on to win the game. Just the 2 wickets Australia have taken so far. New Zealand needs 7 more runs. Oh, from 26 deliveries. That one, again, does not carry. Actually, it was actually wide. And once again, we saw a good piece of bowling produce an outside edge. Would have probably been second slip's catch. But there's no slip fielder in there. Which I guess is understandable. Given the state of the game, want to just protect the runs. Oh, again, an outside edge. I tell you what, the edges are totally annoying as hell in this game. They just never seem to go to anyone. Oh my goodness. 3 outside edges in a row, and one of them eventually goes to the boundary. And there you go. Williamson hits a boundary to finish it off. New Zealand beat Australia. And that's all she wrote, gentlemen. It's the Kiwis getting up by 8 wickets. Australia moved to 2-2, I think, in the World Cup. I'm going to have a look at it. What are we looking at here? Highlights. There's been some pretty nifty shots in this one. I think that might have been the match-winning shot there. But in the end, I had the best bowling figures. 1 for 37. Kane Williamson, 117 not out, was the player of the game. Obviously chasing it down for New Zealand. And Cal Ferguson came and made a nice 36 there. 13 for me. That's all it was. Another real disappointing opportunity with the bat gone begging. But it's always awkward to come in with 10 overs to go. You know, I never really know how to play. And I'm blaming that for the fact that I, have these low scores to start. So let's take a look at how the World Cup sits now at the end of, where are we here? We're on round 3, whatever that means. But Australia at the moment are sitting in 4th place, 2 wins, 2 losses. India's recovered from 1 win, 2 losses to get back to 2-2. New Zealand moved to the top of the tables, 3-1, and Pakistan remain the only undefeated team so far. It's an intriguing World Cup we're playing out here because we can see all kinds of drama and a log jam of teams between 2nd and 7th, all on 2 wins. So very big games coming up again. Our next one will be, where will we be taking place? Against the West Indies. So we're going to be doing that in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Have a good one. There is still no real highlights / headlines / sponsorships. Very confused as to what actually was added in. Oh, that's 4. There it is, finally, and the 200 up for Australia. Finally get a boundary. Took me a while to get there, but we are doing it. And we're doing it fine. Again, this time it's fairly straight, but with just one ball left,